What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and this is here NFL season. Here we are. This is the top stacks video. I'm going to be going over 5 stacks that I think are going to be very viable. One here that I think is a sneakier stack than most people want to get to. I'm really excited for this weekend of football. We're going to go over in this video just who are the top quarterback, who are the top stacks. You play a quarterback with a receiver or a tight end together, maybe two, bring it back with someone from the other team. So we'll get into all of that. But if you're new to this channel, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment. All those things really help me grow. We've had a ton of growth throughout NBA and NASCAR season. Now we got NFL coming back up. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon for only $10 a month, you can get over there. You're gonna get like an article every single week for all the positions on Draftkings, along with like my rankings for all those positions, and you're also gonna get my top stacks article or my top stacks rankings, my cash rankings, my injury notes. So a few more things over there as well. So be sure to come over there and check it out for only $10 a month. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter's at DFS Nate Lane, Instagram's at Nate Lane _. I'll put the links in the descriptions below. So be sure to check out all that. But all right, let's get into the stacks. I did not include on this video the Atlanta Falcons and Seattle Seahawks game because pretty much everyone knows stack that. I mean, like, that's every single media outlet for DraftKings. You're going to find that. You're going to find, say, oh, those two games, highest total game. Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan, probably the top 2 stacks on the entire slate. So these are more ones that are going to be a little bit lower owned that I would rather go to. I'm still going to play those stacks, but everyone's playing those. I don't need to beat the bush over and over again about those. So we're going to start out with Matthew Stafford. All right, well, oops, I don't care. Matthew Stafford, Detroit Lions. This is my sneakier stack of the day. He is going against the Chicago Bears, and yeah, this defense is one that has a huge reputation of being really, really tough, but they are favored in this game. They have a decently high team total on this slate. The Bears defense really is not as good as everyone wants to make it out to be. Let's go look at the offensive line versus defensive line grade. It's a slightly negative matchup for the offensive line for Detroit, but really nothing I really need to worry about too much. But the thing I really love are wide receivers. You have Kenny Golladay and Marvin Jones Jr., the 2 outside receivers that you can just stack with them, and they go up against Kyle Fuller and Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson's a rookie, and Kyle Fuller is not good. Kyle Fuller had his breakout year, and ever since just been not good. So, I mean, it's just overrated. Kenny Golladay should have no problem there. For me, once I start liking the wide receivers, that makes me like the quarterbacks as well. So I really like going to both of those. And you can also stack with Matthew Stafford, TJ Hawkinson. So I think this is a very good stack. So yeah, for my stack, I would like to go Matthew Stafford and then probably two receivers. But if you just want to go Stafford to Golladay, Stafford to Jones, Stafford to even Hawkinson, that's fine. But you can also go Stafford to, I would say, probably either Golladay and one of Jones and Hawkinson. And then you can bring it back with someone from Chicago, but I don't think you really have to. If you're bringing it back with someone from Chicago, I'd probably go Allen Robinson. If David Montgomery plays, maybe, but probably more Allen Robinson or Anthony Miller are the 2 guys I really want to get to. But yeah, I really like this stack. It's not going to be a higher total. I just really one of the highest totals on the slate or anything. I mean, it's a pretty decent total. It's a 44.5 total. So, I mean, very good matchup for Matthew Stafford. That's why I really like it. I just think this matchup's so well that they can exploit it. And last year was a top 5 quarterback when he was healthy. So, I think top 5 fantasy quarterback, not real life, but I just think that this is a spot where he can excel, and I don't think a lot of people are going to target Detroit just because it's Chicago, and everyone has Chicago just Chicago gets this reputation of this elite defense when they're really not all that anymore. So I do like going to Stafford as a stack this week. Then we're going to go to the almost said Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders and Carolina Panthers game. I like both sides of this game. Derek Carr will start out with. When we go to the offensive line versus defensive line, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a negative, or I'm sorry, that's the Panthers one. It's a negative matchup. It's a very positive matchup for the Oakland Raiders offensive line. I really like them, but the thing that makes me love the Raiders stack this week, especially for the receivers Bryan Edwards and Henry Ruggs for rookies, is the 2 corners that are starting. Eli Apple's on the IR now, so Dante Jackson, who's just been complete garbage. I mean, he's just one of the worst corners in the league. I mean, a 56.3 PFF grade on coverage is the number 1 corner, and then Troy Pride Jr. is number 2. These guys just suck. I mean, you got a 4th-round rookie starting at corner. And yeah, I mean, I know both the receivers are rookies, but Henry Ruggs, 1st-round draft pick. Bryan Edwards has been absolutely fantastic in camp. All the reports are great, and he's got the starting job now. So both these 2 are very in play for me in stacks. And also Darren Waller, who's also got a fantastic matchup as a tight end. Gets to go up against Shaq Thompson, Tahir Whitehead. Grades out as a very, very elite matchup for the tight end spot for Darren Waller. So I do like that matchup. I love going to Derek Carr, and I want to bring this back. I want to go Derek Carr to probably two of, because I think this is going to be one of the highest scoring games on the slate. There's just two really bad defense, so there's going to be a lot of scoring. So I want to go from Derek Carr to probably two of Darren Waller, Henry Ruggs, and Bryan Edwards. I don't really want to go to Hunter Renfrow that much because he's going to be just like catch and fall. Like he doesn't have really a high of a ceiling unless he gets 12 targets, but I'm not really expecting that. So I want to go with two of those guys and then bring it back with probably, any Panther, really. McCaffrey, of course, is the big one, but DJ Moore's a really good option. Robbie Anderson's a really good option. Curtis Samuel, maybe not as much, but those are the guys I'd bring it back with for the Raiders stacks. Then we got the Carolina Panthers stacks where we got Teddy Bridgewater going against this Oakland defense. It's a little bit of a negative matchup for the offensive line, but not something I worry about too much. But again, it's the wide receivers versus the corners in Oakland. The secondary in Oakland is just terrible. We're going to be targeting both these teams, honestly, with wide receivers all year. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel in the slot. They match up against Trayvon Mullen, rookie Damon Arnett, and LaMarcus Joyner. Just bad. Like Damon Arnett, he's a rookie. I guess we don't really know much about him, but he wasn't even a projected first-round pick, and he ended up going in the first round. So, to Oakland, or to Vegas. So, I just think it's a really, really good matchup for these guys. I wouldn't want to go to Ian Thomas as much because he's probably going to be the fifth most targeted guy in his offense, so I don't really think he's in the best of spots, and the matchup isn't actually fantastic. Like the Raiders, the one spot they are very good on defense is their linebackers and Corey Littleton, Nick Kwiatkowski, so I really do want to look at DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and Samuel, and then honestly even McCaffrey. Like McCaffrey gets targeted, like he'll probably get 6-7 targets this game. So he gets catch the long pass for a touchdown. That could be the stack. So I would probably go Teddy Bridgewater if any two of those guys, and then run it back for any of those Raiders we just talked about, and then include Josh Jacobs in the run back as well. So I do like Teddy Bridgewater a good bit as a stack. And then the last game we're going to talk about is the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, which a lot of people will be targeting as well. We have Drew Brees. I said in my quarterbacks video I wasn't too high on this stack, but it's grown on me. They're at home, they're in the dome. Drew Brees early in the season always seems to perform very, very well. We have a semi-proven secondary for Tampa. The offensive line is positive matchup for them. We have Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Traquan Smith going up against Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis, and Sean Murphy Bunting. Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis, in my opinion, are one of the up-and-coming duos in the corner or in secondary in the league. I think this secondary is going to be very, very good, but they still got to go up against Michael Thomas in a dome. So I really still do like getting to that. Drew Brees, Michael Thomas is going to get the ball a ton. The problem is you're going to have to take some cheaper guys, cheaper at running back if you want to fit Michael Thomas in lineups, but it's going to be different. I don't think Michael Thomas will get a ton of ownership this week, and it's still a very good matchup for him. He still grades out very positively. And then if you want to go to Jared Cook, you can, but it's probably not really my way of going. He's probably my third option because you can also use Alvin Kamara in the running game, so I would try to pair Drew Brees with any two of Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, Jared Cook, and Emmanuel Sanders, and they do look very, very good. And then I want to run this back the other way with Tom Brady in Tampa. So the offensive line versus defensive line matchup, we have a positive matchup for the offensive line for Tampa. Then we go to the wide receivers where we got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Scotty Miller in the slot, but Chris Godwin plays both in the slot and out of the slot. He is a guy that his matchup is very good. Chris Godwin is probably my favorite player to stack with Tom Brady, and I'm probably going to do the majority of my stacks will be of Godwin because historically Marshawn Lattimore has shut down Mike Evans, and maybe that changes this week, but historically Marshawn Lattimore has had his number for both their entire careers. So I'm not really as high on Mike Evans, but Chris Godwin, he's either going to go against on the outside Janoris Jenkins, who he grades out very, very well against, or if he gets to be in the slot, it's even better against P.J. Williams, who was the worst slot corner in the league last year. So either one of those is really, really good to go with. And then, you can even go to Rob Gronkowski, too, as a stack that's probably not going to be too highly owned. If he's getting a ton of ownership, I'll probably go away. But if Rob Gronkowski is getting low owned, I'll probably go to a little bit of him in the stack. But yeah, any two of Mike Evans, Godwin, or even any one. If you just think it's going to be an all Chris Godwin game, I don't hate that either. So, and then bringing it back with like Kamara, Thomas, or Emmanuel Sanders or Cook, I'd rather probably just go with Kamara or Michael Thomas. But yeah, those are my favorite stacks for this week. I'll rank all the stacks on my Patreon if you want to go check all that out and probably go into a little more depth on them as well. But this is who I really, really like stacking in tournaments this week. This is not a cash strategy for me. This is a strategy to go for stacking to win GPPs, because in GPPs you're going to have to stack quarterback and receiver, or quarterback and tight end, or even quarterback and running back to win a GPP. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this. Hope this video comes in handy, and hope you guys make some money this weekend. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.